magnetic field, actually is responsible for that, what we were called modification of the DNA. If we're going to have an increased DNA efficiency, you're going to expect the magnetic grid has to change. Why is Kryon here? To help move the grid. That was the first thing. Why move the grid? You know how we know it moves? It was not esoteric, guys. Remember compass measures it? Those of you, and Craig knows what I'm talking about. Where are you sitting, Craig? Oh, where are you, Craig? Craig. Violet, Craig. Okay, yeah. Craig, you gotta be more visual. Okay. Because he's just learning to fly. If you looked in your records, you know that runway numbers are compass headings. I didn't know that for years and years until I started flying with a friend. I just thought they arbitrarily numbered them. I might know that. Most of you don't know runway numbers are compass headings. So, if the compass has changed because of the magnetic grid, would you expect that they would have had to repaint all those runway numbers? Yes or no?
Yes. Yes.
They have! Go check it out. It says Kryon showed up in '89. To 2002 especially, we have the majority of runway numbers. Now the FAA has some rules about how much the compass has to change. If they're right on the edge, it would be changing fast, but they got to think almost a 3-degree window, 1.5 on each side before they have to change if the Earth's magnetic field moves. It always moves. Kryon didn't say it didn't. He said it would move faster than it ever had before, and it did. So this is the kind of thing that we look at as for proof. Modifying our DNA, we don't know. We don't have any proof of that. But this is what Kryon says is the attribute of the magnetic field, and we're always in it. It's needed for human life. Kryon Book 1. We sit in the couch of consciousness. It's needed for human life. When I wrote the book, that was laughed at. Science said there is no evidence at all that the magnetic grid has anything to do with biology. Now we know better. I love this. If I wait long enough, people are going to, someday they're going to prove Kryon. The magnetic grid is needed for life. This is now, I try to give you all of the references I can. The body does not exist outside of a magnetic environment. It never has. Even from the embryonic stage of a human's development of biology, all biology on Earth is completely, entirely dependent on the Earth's natural magnetic field. How about that? So doesn't that make sense? You know how we found out? When we started orbiting without it. It's still